Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I am your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, author, creator, creative, swordmaster, and all-around useful fella to know. Now, friends, you can find all my books over at Amazon.com/author/Nicholas Tockert. I'm not going to leave them around right now. We're brought to you by a loving support from Joe Bachman over at indecd.org, where you can find the best creatives, creators, authors, artists, musicians, blessed lunatics, one and all, brought together for the purpose of maintaining and having a platform where they're not going to worry about getting deplatformed for something their uncle set them 5 years ago, annoying Bezos, or falling victim to some new algorithm that Elon Musk is generating to steal your very sentience. Now that all that's been said in a nightmarish bit of, hey, wasn't that the bad guy from Fifth Element? Let's get into some more interesting stuff. We still have, for 6 days to go on the first thing of the Hybrids RPG over at Indiegogo. We're about half funded. It has not moved in, almost a couple weeks. So if you are interested in that, launch over there or over at fundmycomic.com. You can also... I also want you guys to know that if you care and take a dare to give a gift to me, that can be done at paypal.me/Nicholas Tockert, because it would be nice to get paid for what I do. Now, all those shenanigans aside, we're going to drop right into it. I got some questions for you folks this manic, memorable Monday, where I was watching some programs, as I do, and the neat thing is I watch enough interesting things on YouTube, and I have my history turned off. So because we all watch YouTube through my channel, I get a lot of ads for schizophrenia. I think it's because the algorithm trying to figure out what I do, yes, constant ads for schizophrenia meds. Not for schizophrenia, although having multiple personalities might help me get some stuff done. No, for schizophrenia meds, which is funny because I think it's it's looking at the three tracks of interest, because there are things I watch for Amanda, things I watch for Xander, things I watch for me, news from one set of political leaning, news from the other set of political leaning. Anybody who went through what I watch on YouTube would be algorithmically damaged. So I think the only way it can process is it thinks I'm insane. I'm okay with that. But I had been watching some documentary on something. It may have involved fish. But it poured me over to a lovely discussion on how environmental factors affect you as an individual. And it was really neat. It posed a thought experiment. So, friends, since I have a good thought experiment, I'm going to start the day launching that at you. Yes, I'm opening up Monday at 10:06 my time with a thought experiment. This is what happens when you have somebody who's a dabbling philosopher, amongst other things. Imagine two versions of yourself, okay? One version is what you define as your absolute worst version of yourself. And the other is the you want to be, okay? Imagine them both sitting in their living room, okay? What does the living room look like? What does the living room of your worst self look like? Versus what does the living room of your best self look like? Now, you don't have to answer me. This is just me giving you something to ponder early in the morning, because it had all sorts of studies have been done, and the environment affects you far more dramatic than anybody wants to admit. When you look at, they did tests with rats and cocaine. They put cocaine in the water of rats, and you know the rats would all run to the cocaine water, drink it, and usually overdose and die quickly. Well, one scientist, and I wish I could remember his name, looked at that and said, yeah, but they're in a nasty, miserable cage. They're in jail. What if life was better for them? So he made basically a rat heaven cage. It was big and spacious, lots of food, lots of little tunnels for them to run in, a good balance of males and females, so everybody was, getting to knock rat boots. And then they checked, the use of the cocaine water versus regular water. And what they found was the vast majority of the rats preferred the regular water. And of the ones that used the cocaine water, very few died. None of them overdosed from it. So these two things, and that rat thing is from something else I've studied. So it's me. I'm taking threads of thought and trying to braid a rope out of it, a rope of an idea. Look around your setting and go, is this, which me am I in the back? Does the background reflect? Now, I'm not going to say how, because organizing is something that's a challenge for me. And it is a battle I am engaging heavily, especially right now. But you are what you surround yourself with, and you are who you surround yourself with. Now, that has certain challenges when those of us who do, in one form or another, outreach, when you're trying to help people. Because your world looks like the world you surround yourself with. Now, I have of late remembered that I have certain conditions, hypertension, things like that. and stress affects me greatly. I'm an empath. So I have to be careful who I surround myself for how long. And I've realized I travel in a lot of circles and I need to be careful. Not for any political, not for any, but for the overall energy of how I perceive the universe. Got to ground out, guys. If you're working in a toxic environment, you need to find a way out. If your home feels toxic in one way or another, you need to do something about it. And if you can't, you got to ask for help. So that is greatly affecting my perspective right now. It's something I have sat and thought on. So my accountability in this week, accountability wise, I've actually done a lot. I've been organizing my links. I've done a bit of writing on that story. Not enough. I'm a little dead walled again, but I'll break through when I stop looking at it. I got a lot done this weekend, both artistically and stress-wise. For example, I was going through the effort of backing up every single video I did through StreamYard. I was re-downloading it. Takes hours, and because of my internet, it would stop glitching and whatever. And I realized I was really stressing out trying to back up everything, because what if I get bounced off of YouTube or whatever? And I realized the likelihood of that's pretty low if I do what I do. So why am I stressing out? Why am I letting that guide me? Why am I letting possible fears dictate my actions? That's not who I am. So I went in and I deleted all the StreamYard backups because it wasn't going to let me stream without deleting them, and I started to hyperventilate about it. Sometimes you have to move and let stuff go to be able to move forward, friends. And that's something I want you to think about as we go into this week. Focus. There's a two-side to the seesaw of focus. We have to focus on what benefits us, what creates us, what makes us better. But we also have to learn what to avert our eyes from, or step back from, or dare I say shun. I realized I had fallen a bit into this box last week. I keep track of how much time I spend on social media. And got basically a warning like, whoa, Nick, are you okay? You've been on social media a lot. And I'm like, yeah, I'm promoting my book and I'm trying to get stuff out there. And it's the grind, and it's, wait. If I wanted that, I'd be in the sales job. Now, I love promotion. I love marketing and getting the right books and ideas to the right people. It is a joy. It's one of those things I do. But if it becomes something you are stressed and angry about, it is high time to step back and think, what do I need to do to be better? My blood pressure hit scary levels this weekend. Dangerous levels. I have to check it regularly. So yeah, I have to keep that in mind. Now I know I come in loud and strong at the beginning of every episode, and I do that because it very much, I'm streaming, so unless it's dreadfully important, I need, okay, cool. We need to find that balance, because a lot of us are creatives trying to get stuff done. We have to go, what's taking from that? And what do we want? Okay? So I know I put a lot on you. I like to take the first 15 minutes of the show, either introductory-wise or discussion-wise. And then the rest is yours to promote, discuss, pop around. I do have one other thing I want to talk about. Dan Hollifield, before I get into it, whom I've made many references, both to Old Gods of Appalachia and to him being an old god in Appalachia, has written a lovely little story that I have been sharing around. I will probably be dumping that into the Leafy Mouse folder in the very near future, because it's a delightful story. It's a delightful start on a universe I would love to see. And while he considers it simply a character study, jot notes on a character, his character study is better than most novels I have read in a very long time. So we're going to get to that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run an ad. And then I am going to get into your comments, because your comments matter. And because Joe is lurking in the background staring at me and he plans to update it, I think I'll run this one.
Hey guys, this is Joe Bachman with Behind the Code. I will be streaming live Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Time on the Independent Creators Directory YouTube channel and also the Independent Creators Directory Facebook group. You can join me on my journey of creating new apps and also updating websites. Hope to see you there and have a great day. And while Nick is away from his desk, I should hopefully be starting that back up on Monday nights here soon. As of right now, it's still just a kind of when I have time.
I saw Joe. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't Joe live. Sorry, I went to come in and my Hawaiian shirt tied itself in a knot around the doorknob, coming back from me checking on things, which should not have been possible. So it took an extra moment of me going, really? Apparently, my Hawaiian shirt is trying to become the Doctor Strange or Spawn cloak. And I'm not real sure which, but it may be happening that my Hawaiian shirts are achieving sentience and maybe symbiote status. Not sure how I feel about that. But oddly, surprised is not an emotion that's there. It just fits in the rhythm of the day. So while I deal with the fact that my Hawaiian shirt is trying to come to life and apparently telling me, no, you need to go get more chocolate, dang it. What are you saying this lovely morning? Because we're way behind in the comments. So I got popped through a whole bunch. And yes, I could not tell if Joe was live while I was dealing with that or if the commercial was still going, because all I could hear is the rattling of my doorknob just not letting me in my own study because my Hawaiian shirt was tied to it. But at 9:27, Uncle Carl makes an early drop. Wow, he must have shoved past Michaela or she slept in. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Uncle Carl. Hope everyone here remembered to set their alarm clocks ahead an hour this weekend, or else you're gonna suffer. Anyhow, accountability. I'm making paper notes again. Bad Carl. Nah, I'm not gonna bring that up. Bad Carl. I need to get using my OneNote again to hope it goads me into writing. Still got some work done on some book covers. So yay. Hey, some days you got to understand your creativity is going to vent the way it does. So some days you have writing creativity. Some days you have artistic juggling image creativity. Some days you're humming a lot while you do something else. The muse of art does not always dance to the same tune, my friend. Just make sure she stays on the floor. Shaking what her mama gave her. Hey, Woodsman dude. Thanks for the coffee. You are welcome. By the way, don't look out the window. I said don't look. Ah, my beloved Donna. My favorite hedonist, and I say this with absolute love. And those who know, and those who don't, well, there are secret rooms that have conversations that if you miss, you'll never know the truth. Anyhow, morning, Rich has come through the door. Morning. I looked down and I saw Joe. I started to say morning, Joe. God. I'm having one of those days where my body's working great. I was telling Joe before the show. But my brain is like, nope. Thou shalt not word. I just unpacked this. This is a brand new bottle. Who can take the sunshine? Donna. The good news is that Lily's computer repaired itself from the bad wind update last night, and she didn't have to come over and work from here today. Ha ha. Hey, Rich. Talked her through a system repair via text message. I still got the juju. That's mojo, my friend. That you are. Once again, Carl Witzman is keeping the digital mojo in the dojo, giving you everything you need to keep your computer purring. And we've got greetings. My blinds are so far down, I'd have never known until you brought it to my attention, Witzman dude. Take the boy out of the help desk. Can't take the help desk out of the boy. Not as far as it got wedged. You are right, Rich. And that's funny. That line made Joe physically twitch for a moment, like involuntarily. One of these. It's great fun. Accountability. I was going to start word doodling, ended up abstract drawing and coloring instead. What did I say? You have to let your creativity vent the way it wants sometimes so that it can get what it needs done so that you can do what you want to do. Donna, says Carleton, our Muncie friends in Rochelle posted photos of a full blank storm this morning. So it's all good here. Hope Joby didn't have to go out last night. He's not on that club anymore. Joe only drives trucks that are like trucks, not apocalyptic zombie slaying mechanizations of death. That works too, Rich. Were you thinking of a drawing or a photo on your book cover? Might as well get some work done while we're waiting on Nick. Get it done. I love seeing people get business done in my chat. It means I'm doing my job. Nope. Didn't have to go out last night to plow. Oh, yeah, that's right. You do local plowing. So it's like needle truck. Oh, little plow. All the great taste, none of the baling wire. Oh, it's one of those 10-calorie plows where there's just a little bit of baling wire. Gotcha, Joe. Thank you. I am not schizophrenic, although YouTube seems to think I am. But I have Joe Bachman in the background doing work, so I can see him. And much like this, I believe it was Tommy from the Smothers Brothers, I always do what the piano player tells me to. And anyone old enough to catch that reference belongs in this chat. Anyway, anyone who doesn't needs to find out about the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour, because that was gold. Hey, Joe. One thing I did get accomplished yesterday was getting my mom's book published on Kindle. Okay. I did the picture for it. It should have been high enough def. Apparently, resolution hates me. It always glitches. It despises me somehow. I've started up-resing my stuff to try to fight it. It still keeps happening. I am very sorry. working with Nick to get a higher res image on the cover to throw on a paperback, and then I'll releasing that. Make me feel like a louse. If I could find the original. Oh, I know what it was. That was something I drew by hand. So I have a new scanner to set up that might scan at a higher res. Because the highest res of my old flatbed, shut up, I love that thing. I've had it since just a little after the turn of the millennium. And it's not attached to a printer, so it scans no matter what my magenta levels are. But it only goes to like 300, and if you tweak it at all, there's no wiggle room. So part of my goal, as I get progress on the house and this office, which is a disaster, even the Shoggoths are upset at this point, is to get that other one set up into my block of all the USBs, because I have a manual switch block of USBs to make my computer not completely hemorrhage. And we'll see if I can find the image, I'll rescan it. If not, I don't know what to do. Moving on, because you guys don't care. Joe cares a little bit, but that's fine. Yay! I bookmarked the book for later. Yay! I'm thinking a photo of the cover, if possible. That's one question that's been going on in my brain for a few days. Flip a coin. Don't worry about the thing, but flip a coin, and if you like what you got, do it. If you're like, do the other thing. I'll start looking for photos and arranging to take one. One thing off your mind, Rich. Awesome. Morning, all. Good morning, Grant Lanker. I've been going for a half hour. I'm way behind, but I probably should run brands. Why do I just want to do that? Because I went to click the brand. I know he's having trouble getting his book out there, so I want to make sure more people have eyes on this.
Hazel always knew there was something special about her cat Mooney, but she's still shocked when Mooney opens his mouth to tell her he's just had a vision. An ancient evil has awoken after centuries of sleep, and only one man can stop it, the legendary warrior Beowulf. Unfortunately, it's been over 1,000 years since he slayed a dragon, and he's been reincarnated as this guy. His name is Victor, and he's more unemployed millennial slacker than mighty warrior.
Trying to fix a flashlight because I do things during commercials. You never know what. Now, let's see. We've run his ad, and I need to find where we are. Oh, look, comment dump, because I'm way behind. So, of course, there's a comment dump. That's awesome, though. Let's keep hopping and popping. Hopping in, popping in, dropping in, locking. Pop, pop, pop. Grant, and greetings. Can't stay super long. I understand. Well, you have a good day, and congrats on breaking 100 on Beowulf, and that's the Kickstarter for that. Thanks, Carl. Did you see somebody else doing a Hazel cosplay? 48 days to go. Woohoo. No, really, that's cool. That's awesome. No offense to the other girl, but this one is going to be much better. She's the right age and skin color. I tend to not look at skin color when it comes to cosplay, but because anybody should be able to cosplay anything. But I understand feeling the whole visual accuracy thing. But cosplay has to be an open thing. Very cool. Angie and I are getting Mooney tattoos today. Well, that's adorable. Any cosplay is good cosplay. See what I mean? Hey, Grant, like I said on your post, you're getting groupies. Yay! Aw. Ha ha ha. Are you trying to get me arrested? Please, please, please do not refer to teenage girls as groupies. I think we're okay. Nobody's going to do anything. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. Sliding on in. I actually have a conversation that has to be finished with Donna because it got interrupted. Because, unfortunately, people tested out my demi-oracle powers or something akin to that, allegedly. Personally, I think it was all part of a plot to try to establish what kind of cryptid I may or may not be. Hello, stupid time change. Stupid time change. That's okay. Accountability. I've been totally slacking. You admitted it. Embrace the fact that perhaps you needed the downtime, and then breathe and move on. I totally didn't look up over my screen and get distracted by the shinies in my pewter collection. You can't find pewters nearly as much anymore. That's kind of sad. Anyhow, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's right, folks. Remember, every minute that you spend here makes the network that you dislike angrier. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Dawn. And yeah, we love seeing Dawn come through the door, don't we? Keep writing those awesome Georgette and Buddy. Buddy and Georgette. Buddy and Georgette rolls better off the tongue than Georgette and Buddy. It puts the accent where it needs to be on the Georgette. It's been a really tough couple of weeks. Didn't realize how big a part Mooney played in my mental health. I understand. You take it easy. You breathe. You recover. Grieving is a real thing, and you have to grieve for pets just like people. And anybody who says otherwise is either lying or sociopathic. Hey, Dawn, or psychopathic. Ask Carl for more notes on that one. Knows, brother. But not thinks, but knows. Yep. Good morning. Good morning, Blue Teddy over Blue Teddy Narrations. I do hope that you can navigate your horrendous work schedule to get back creating, because I'm missing content by you. It's been a while. Yep, Grant, we understand completely. Hey, Blue Teddy. I thought getting a new cat would help, but in some ways she just reminds me of things I miss about Mooney. It happens. It's going to be a while. Hey, Blue. Grant, I get it. Hey, Blue Teddy. Like, I'll be honest. When Stuart passes, I'm going to be messed up because he is my buddy. The best living room would be vacuumed, otherwise the same. And that does make sense because you are one of the most, and I mean this with all respect and praise, most self-actualized person I've ever met, Carl. You know basically what you're about and how to get it, and you're just doing that. Well, my living room is green. Yes, it is. But is your door? Explains it all, Dawn. Sorry, I have a strict no self-reflection before noon rule. That's actually really, really, really a healthy approach to take. Some of us have to be very careful about our self-reflection. Me, I try to avoid all my reflections. No, I'm kidding. But no, I have to process thoughts as they come. Mentally picturing knocking rat boots. No. That happens. Lots of greetings from Joe Bachman, still behind greeting in the morning. Trying to multitask. It isn't working so far. I barely monotask these days, Joe. I do one thing. I barely make it function. I move on to the next. To parody the Dr. Winchester. Very wise, Blue Teddy. I've seen it happen in our cage, then realized they were all male and gave up. Well, yeah, the boot knocking becomes a little more challenging, depending on the leanings of the given rodent. Hugs, Grant. I still talk to George. Mooney's spirit is still with you. Absolutely. Well, yikes, Joe. The new baby isn't taking Mooney's place. She's just to help you heal. I still think about my Ripper boy, and he's been gone a decade. Donna. Okay, which cat stole my pen this time? Found it. Well, see, if you were Carl, if you were typing your notes onto OneNote like you said you wanted to, you wouldn't need a pen. Morning, Eric S. Hawkins. I love Zombiful World of Oz. It's such a neat topic. And yes, the Eric S. Hawkins is in the room. I may need to get an ad from him. Hey, Eric. I think finding the middle ground between promotion and gig theatric, no, that is one of the great burdens we have. And what I have slammed into on that field is I take my ADD med in the morning. So I'm at my best for a certain kind of creation in the morning. But the only time I can stream is in the morning. So I may have to go back to my alternating days just to function. Because it used to be my plan was 1 day on, 1 day off. And I may have to go back to that. Yeah, somebody with a heart condition, you don't want to F around with high blood pressure. Exactly. Thank you again for the doggy pick. The doggy pick she is referring to is Michaela Jade suffered a loss in her family. Her aunt passed. And this is the aunt that, to the best of my knowledge, it was someone who, gave her a lot of guidance at times when she needed it. However, in spite of that, or because of that, however you want to phrase it, Dawn sent me during my art stream a picture of Michaela's dog. So I did a picture loosely based on Michaela's dog for our Friday show. Right, Grant. And I had to do my stream on Sunday because Saturday I had some technical difficulties. Right, Grant. It's one thing to live life as if it were your last day until it nearly kills you. Then you need to back off of it. That's where I am right now. At times. Not easy to do when you have a 9 to 5 working for someone else. First step on that type of reflection is to put yourself in a position to work for self. Bills have to be paid. I have to think about how I want to respond to this, Joe. Did it say it was easy? I'm gonna stop right here, Joe, and I'm gonna give y'all some truth. I'm going to give you some of some of the best wisdom I've ever received, and it came from my father. And I do agree with it. And the older I get, the more I agree with it. Life is simple. It just ain't easy. And if you are going to try to make yourself better, it won't start till you try to make yourself better. And you'll run into the same problems till you fix it. A lot of times we have to look at the hierarchy of our situation. And yes, you have to work a job and you have to eat. If your 9 to 5 is keeping you from being who you are, then your job is to find, you work your 9 to 5, and from about 6 to 8, maybe 7 to 8, don't watch the show. Don't watch the thing. Job hunt for a better job. Put in the hours, do what you got to do to get in a place where you're not miserable. If it's a financial burden thing, you got to sort out your financial burdens. It's the only way to do it. But we do not prioritize our mental health nearly enough in this country. And I have not prioritized. I have a bad habit of prioritizing others over mine. And I can't do that anymore. And I find that physically stressful and kind of painful. So think about it, guys. Joe D. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. And morning all, morning Nick. And I should run Joe's ad. Maybe help him. Maybe you can make enough that you can stop that 9 to 5 or get a less of a 9 to 5.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. And I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Yep. That's Joe doing what he does. Let's get back to the comments. And we had a comment dump, and that's okay. Give me just a sec. We're going to straighten that out. Or was I live? I have a feeling Joe popped in because I was an empty chair for a moment. But the only way I'll know is check the rerun. Good morning, Joe to Joe. Live? Who? What? Only Nick has to fight off his entire studio during broadcasts. And where is that chair? Has anyone seen it recently? What chair? If you go, beach balls to the wall, you end up like me. Exactly. Doorknob nearly got him. Morning, friends. How's everyone doing this gloomy day? Actually, we're doing pretty well. We are doing pretty well. I think everybody is fairly motivated despite the best attempts of weather and time change. Hey, Kelly. Hey there, Kelly. Hey, Kelly. Carl using paper notes. We need to do. You know what? I almost reached for the squeaky hand of justice. So, yeah, I had some book accountability this weekend on possible titles and covers. Groovy. Morning, Kelly. And Kelly is the author of. I'm using this because it still works. The Rembrandt Stratagem. From the Paranormal Case Files of Bishop Kincaid. Just buy the book. Just buy it. Get it when you can. It is amazing. I am enjoying it. In case you didn't see it, there will be no tidbits and scribbles tonight. The next one is the 28th. She needs her space. Give her space. I saw your post, Carl. Thank you. I updated the original post, but you know how Facebook is. We will see your post in about 3 days, Dawn. Dang, Def B. I might know the reason why he's getting all those ads. Joe Bachman, did you send me a bunch of schizophrenic ads just to mess with my world? Because that would not surprise me in any way, shape, or form. He is giving me the who me. I can't hear him. And his screen is flashing rapidly as he types and does things. Okay. That's scary. God. He's like a white straight skeeter. Got an offer to have. There it is. I got offered to have my Bishop Kincaid character in a developing game. I got sent 6 NDA papers. Got sent 6 NDA papers from this guy wanting me to sign them right away without going to my attorney first. What a scam. Speaking of scams, I had a fella named Kaneda. It looked like somebody beat the word katana into death with ease, who wanted to commission art from me. I'm like, sure, I'll do art. I was excited. It's like, yeah, I want you to do 3 pieces. Sure. But I need to do it through a direct check mobile thing because I don't use third party. I'm not sure about that. I have that service, but what? And then he goes, well, I have limited checks, so I need to be able to send you $850. And can I trust you to send the rest of it to my daughter? And it's blocked, X'd, crash, burn. Nope. So, yeah, what a scumbag. If you get ads for plus-size underwear models, that's my fault. Actually, no, it's not. I get ads for those because I shop for clothes for my wife. Lots of scams out there, Callie. Magenta level sounds like it could be an innuendo. Yes, it does. Good on you for being smart, Kelly. LL Grant. I noticed the guy was either inexperienced with how to do business or just a criminal wannabe. That's why I always wanted to do a copyright, Carl. Good. Thanks, Donna. Making coffee, taking meds, counting nuts. Not the green room, folks. Whoo. Okay. One comment dump. Let's find where we were. There we are. What happens when I get up late? You sure you're not a vampire, Donnie? Like, if I throw a bunch of seeds in the air, you're going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. Yes, I like Dracula 2000 and the spin-offs. Dracula 3000 was great. Not just because it had Erica Leniak, although it helps. I'm a product of the 80s. I still have a mild thing for Erica Leniak. I'm on my second pot of raspberry coffee myself, Dawn. First cup just brewed, still sitting up on the Keurig, so behind, LOL. I take the self-actualized moniker as a compliment. Good. Because it was intended as such. Carl, I get the ND ads because of me. You don't get credit, LOL. Good for you. Accountability from 2 more pages of PSN done over the weekend as I try to get things in order for C2E2. Groovy. Cool, Jody. Nope, but seeing as your videos keep referring to someone that no one else can see besides you right now, it might just be the algorithm. That's possible, too. I love you. Yeah, I love you too, Joe. And with that, we're joined by Cindy Koepp, and we missed the half-hour stretch and hydrate. I have a little bit more to drink. I'm going to run Cindy's ad, but stand up when you read it and move around and such. I'll know if you didn't. That's the old ad. I'm going to put that there because I need to actually probably get rid of that ad. Where's your new ad? There it is. Bam. Tactical tambourine. Know it. Use it. right back into the comments. And by the way, Kelly, raspberry coffee, yummy. I bet that would be magnificent with my raspberry white chocolate creamer. Now, I don't know if you want to double dip the raspberry. The flavors might mingle funny. Gotta be careful with that. But that does sound insanely good. I miss coffee so bad. It might be time to brew up some chicory. It might be time to brew up some chicory. Dang it, Don. Oh, what? One of the 7-Eleven stores out here used to have blueberry coffee. It was amazing. Only coffee I could drink black without cream or sugar. Ooh. I have Snickers coffee with caramel chocolate Hershey's creamer now. Y'all just... Did I hurt you guys? I mean, did I do something wrong in a previous life or something where you feel need to prank? Also, I need to remember to ask Nick how he found you on YouTube to give you a wrench on here so I can give you a wrench on the Indie CD channel. Are you talking about Dawn, Joe? All I did is open up on my phone app while she was here and commenting and give her the wrench that way. So you should be able to do that. That or the next time you have a show when she's commenting. Heck, you could go back and do it. That's one of those. I like to do that on my phone because the computer doesn't like to let me do it. Saturday night was fun. Fastest 2 minutes, 45 seconds ever, and longest 3-ish hours leading up to it. But I did my 20-second demo without throwing the fan at anyone and landing on my rear. So yay, congrats! Awesome. Awesome. And I get that. I do demos. There are few things as intimidating as standing there waiting for the demo. So I eat 24 almonds every morning. I am fascinated by this. I assume it's for health benefit, and because almonds are a great source of all sorts of things. They're very good for appetite. But the amount, 24, that you're that precise, that's interesting to me. It's about time I dug out my almonds. I have a mild addiction to the wasabi almonds. Yes, I believe the whole vampire need to have to count thing. I think that'll keep you safe. You have nothing to worry about. No, Johnny, you know I love you. You're one of my favorite people in the whole universe. But you can't. No, you can't just rely on almonds. You have to use every dirty trick you can find. And then maybe you'll be safe. I don't drink coffee. I sip the tears of my haters. Morning, Nick. Morning, Hojo. Why would anyone hate you, Hojo? I get that. Shoot, I have haters. Lord knows I have that, but that interests me. Anyhow, how's your project going, by the way? Throw the link up in here. You know how we roll. Finished another dragon hat. I saw the pictures. Now have the pattern for it worked out, so if anyone wants to make their own. So cool. Speaking of the Indie CD YouTube page, I probably should drop a like from here, too. Why, thank you, Independent Creator Directory. Lydia, oh Lydia, that encyclopedia. Oh, Lydia, the possessed lady. I have to get her a pair of bunny ears. Thank you. Good morning, Johnny and Hojo. I just need to put a note. So that I remember to get bunny ears for Lydia. Okay. And yes, if you want to help me keep the lights on, patreon.com/the Historical Fencing Guild to help Nick get fencing too. Get fencing food? Fencing food, yes. Well, I actually do teach fencing food, and it's interesting, I am considering the purchase of an Eastern martial arts piece of equipment for help in my recovery. Very specific piece of equipment, but it's challenging to measure the diameter I will need. So we'll see. Hey, Johnny. And Hojo. Hey, Johnny and Hojo. Get all the art and tales you need, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert. Tune into the Historical Fencing Guild 7 p.m. Fridays. That's 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hello. Morning, chat. It is going to be an amazing week. That's the attitude I want to see. Because it is. We're doing great. DeviantArt.com/Nick T for cool art. Get Amy's books here. Cream on coffee. What heresy is this? Some people have trouble with the bitterness of coffee. And it's usually they use creamer. Very few people actually use cream. We're just going to go past that stutter / entendre. They can't handle the bitter, and some people do it because the calcium in the creamer or in the milk helps neutralize some of the acid in the coffee to help their bellies. Coffee is evil. It does make me feel like my hands and feet are on fire, but I still miss caffeine. Okay, can't type it in encyclopedia. Need breakfast. Yes, y'all should be eating breakfast. Go get that steamed book. Brian K. Morris. Just go follow Brian K. Morris on everything. Sidney Koepp just has a way of promoting things. Nick, if you want a tall glass of lemonade or OJ to get me back, please do. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you couldn't have those. You can do it either by going through the chat or using the 3-dot menu. Hi, Hojo and Johnny. Major Marjorie for fiction, fun and monsters. Brian K. Morris's Amazon. Cool Sci-Fi at bearpublications.com. Bones Coffee, Don. Bones Coffee is the key to a successful day, and hyperactivity stems from that coffee. Goodness. Almonds and blueberries on cottage cheese. That sounds good. I actually had pineapple on cottage cheese recently, and it was very good. I did not expect it to be. Get Animal Eye merch. I have to count them, otherwise, or I eat the whole dang can and the aftermath. Understood. But if you want Animal Eye number 2, you have to get it from me, CKOEPP.com. Staying safe from Johnny is easy. Just become a teddy bear. No blood, only fluff. But such cute fluff it is, Blue Teddy. Comic-related madness to check out all the wild stuff Pops Van Zandt is doing. That's good. Yes. Raul Cruz does cool art at artstation.com/RaulCruz. A like but no link. Shame, Joby. IndieCD.org. That's for the ones used to hunting werewolves to deal with. You can even get him to do custom art at rollcruise.com. Haha. Blue Teddy. Very true, Blue Teddy. We're doing well, almost 42K on 42K. I wish he had 42K. 4.2K on Indiegogo, plus 2 backers on Fund My Comic. Yes, first stretch goal is in sight. Be sure to, if you're following things and you have the option to follow through Fund My Comic, do it because Luke charges a lower platform fee than Indiegogo. Nepalese fantasy coming soon from Victoria Adams. Michaela's Mercenaries over on Facebook. Cursed Cocktails by S.L. Rowland. I drink it black if I need, but prefer the creamer. Don't be like me. Drive up. Ask how I wanted my coffee. Dark and a little bitter like I like my women. The look I got when I got to that window. Whoa. Well, was she bitter? I liked my coffee the way I like my women, pale and sweet. But custom web design and toys, studiohubris.com/studiohubris.wixsite.com/studiohubris. Why does that name always gets me? Oh, Kelly, I know somebody that wholesales Bones coffee. I want to try it. QuadCon is all over the Midwest. Find out where they'll be at quadcitycon.com. Though I almost got her phone number. See, there you go. Anthologies about tweaked monster tales, yeolddragonbooks.com/meet the dragons. See, I can't have pineapple either, so you got me back. Yes, I want more of your money so I can support other creators. Exactly. When you support someone like Hojo, or I know people like Hojo and Johnny and Frog G. When you support their projects, very often that money is what the money they use once they've paid off their stuff to support other small businesses. So it keeps going around. And I've run out of break. You need to get a dragon, a book, other crafty stuff, Animal II. Sign up for my newsletter there and patreon.com/CKOEPB for suitable arrangement previews starting at 76 for vintage cartooniness. Sign up for Risingtide's newsletter. Bug y'all later. Need to hop off the show, folks. See you all Wednesday. Bye, Joe. You have a good day. I think I've got this. Watch my net drop me off immediately as soon as Joe leaves. Oh, I'm sorry. Dang it. If you are looking for a new book to read, be sure to check out Infinity by Terry Bachman at bit.ly/infinity-terry or other great creators on https://indcd.org. Bye, Joe. All right, folks. I need to run an ad probably for the RPG. We have 6 days left on the original 30 of the Indiegogo. And from there, we'll see.
Lockdown Games and Luke Stone Studios presents Hybrids, the role-playing game. This core rules to the new Base +2 game engine allows you to design your own character and create your own homebrewed adventure, complete with charts, maps, and every resource needed to dive right into the Hybrids universe on your own, or continue where the quick play left off with a brand new module. Get caught up on the series with the Killing Field trade paperback, enhanced with creator commentary and behind-the-scenes information. This special edition gives you even more value and entertainment. All this and more on Indiegogo.
And also on fundmycomic.com. Let's see, we got through our comments. 1 second.
Hi, bunnies. This is Robin Yoda, just wanting to let you know I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Robin Yoda. You can catch me there Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific playing Stardew Valley, Saturdays at 2 p.m. playing The Sims 4, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific playing a random game from my Game Pass library. You can also find me Mondays on my YouTube channel, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Sorry, guys. My blood sugar's a little low, so I had to pop something into my mouth, and that sounds terrible. Especially when I tell you it was yogurt raisins. These guys. That makes it not any better, and so if you take in video game content, just chill streams, you like wholesome environment, please consider subscribing to Robin Yoda over on Twitch. We have that, and we're right back here, and everyone's greeting Bonzert and Guy, because green furthermore. Whoa, today has been a very green furthermore. I hate to do this with Bonzert just coming through the door, but we are past the hour. I need to go take care of some things because honestly, I need to eat something. I'm a little shaky. So you guys have a wonderful day. Keep creating, keep being awesome. And I'll see you all again very soon for another episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. Toodles.